everyone, Semi-Retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. Today, we're going to talk about motivation and some side effects of the carnivore diet. Before we get started, let me say welcome to all the new people. If this is your first time here at the channel, I'm glad you're here. Normally I'm out walking around, but as most of you probably know, I just got back from my winter in North Carolina. It's been really nice here in Omaha the last week, except yesterday it was 38 degrees and raining, and today it's not raining, but it's still just 38 degrees outside. It's supposed to start warming up again tomorrow, so hopefully I can get out and get some walking in. I'm going to be doing some I've got a workout scheduled here at the house for this afternoon. I'm going to, get back to doing some push-ups and I don't do full push-ups, but I'm back to my staircase. I've been doing them on the steps. Before I left to go south, I was doing on the third step up is where I put my hands and then my feet down at the bottom. And I've been doing them on the second step since I got home. So I have gotten stronger and I'm getting better. But yeah, I've been doing that. So I did my first fat experiment yesterday. I took some of the beef fat trimmings that I got and cut them up and put them in my cast iron skillet to start the rendering process. And then when most of the grease had rendered out of them, I put them in the basket and stuck them in the air fryer for about 7 minutes or so. They turned out really crispy and good. I really liked that. But yeah, I've gotten sidetracked already. My goodness, we're never going to get through this if I keep getting sidetracked by other stuff. But for those of you that are new, thank you for stopping by. If you're still here, why not go ahead and subscribe? It's absolutely free. Doesn't cost you a thing, and I am on my way to trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by my 60th birthday, which is coming up in less than a month. So please hit that subscribe button. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. We've been on quite the journey together, and I'm glad you're here. Go ahead and leave me a comment because, as I've said in previous videos, I can see the difference that just saying hi Bob down in the comments makes. If getting some interaction on the channel gets the word out, and that's really what this channel is about. Yes, I would like to do better. Everybody that makes YouTube videos would actually like to do better, but the primary purpose of this channel is to show people that are my age or older that it's never too late to change your life. I'm rapidly approaching my 60th birthday, and things have certainly gotten better for me. But anyway, let's just jump right into this thing. Oh, yeah, before I forget, July the 27th at 2 o'clock here in Omaha. That's the day before Hard to Kill Omaha. I'm going to have a get-together. I'm going to set up a grill at Putting Plus, formerly Putt Putt Golf. We're going to grill up some burgers, have a good time. I'll probably have some bottled water. If you want anything else to drink, you'll have to bring that yourself. But just send me an email. Let me know if you're coming so that I can start to get a count. I know that's still off in July, the end of July, so it's still a couple of months away. But things like this don't get put together overnight. So if you're interested, let me know. If you're already planning on coming to Hard to Kill Omaha, which is the 28th and 29th, Friday, Saturday, why not come a day early and get together and meet some people? Okay, motivation. How do we get motivated? Because, just like in sports or going to church or whatever it is we're doing, in this case, we're talking about the carnivore lifestyle. But in anything, we can really only count on about a third of the days we wake up and go, yeah, it's great to be alive. Let's go get stuff done. The other third of the days are the average, where we're like, yeah, okay, let's go do stuff, even though we don't feel like it. And the other third of the days, we're like, I just don't want to do it today. So how do we stay motivated to keep going? The first thing I found people talking about is just like I did back in September and October with my walking. I was not motivated every day to get out and walk, but I kept doing it because I have been taught that continuing to do stuff, forcing yourself to do things, eventually it will become a habit. And now, I mean, this is the second day in a row I haven't gotten to get out and go walk because it's just too darn cold and wet out. And I'm really starting to feel it. I'm ready to get outside and get some walking in. So just keep plugging away, and eventually what you're doing will become a habit, and habits are much easier to do. You don't necessarily have to get psyched up for being for a habit. You just do it. It's one of the things that's happened to us when we got so unhealthy, at least for me. At certain times of the day, whether I was hungry or not, it was time to eat. It was my habit. So that's when I went to eat. And, some days you feel like cooking, some days you don't. And I wasn't necessarily in the habit of, I'm going to make all of my own food so that I know what's going into my body. I would sometimes just say, I don't feel like making anything today, even though I've got several $100s worth of stuff in the freezer and the fridge. I'm just going to order a Papa John's pizza. Those are the days that we have to watch out for, because if we do that enough, those can become habits as well, so that we stop cooking for ourselves and start eating junk. So you have to be careful of all that. The thing that motivates me, I've talked about this a lot on my channel, but I have to continue to talk about it because you just do. That's the way it is. And because I have so many new people every time, there are people out there that have never heard this. I think the best motivator to keep you pushing forward, whether it be what you're eating, what exercises you're doing, what books you're reading, what games you're playing, whatever it is that you're doing to try and move your life forward, you have to keep right in front of you why. Why am I doing this? Well, for me, the why was very, very simple. When I first started, I wanted to be able to stand without severe pain for 2 to 2.5 minutes at a time. I've gone way beyond that now. And I mean, I'm out there walking every day, except for today when it's really cold out. But my why is not your why. Whatever makes you get out and continue to do whatever it is you're doing, whether it's because you want to be able to take your dog for a walk every day, or you want to be able to get down on the floor and play with the grandkids, or take your grandkids to a park, or your kids to a park, or to the zoo, or whatever it is, or you want to take this vacation and you want to be able to not just go to the parking lot of the attraction, but be able to walk in and see the stuff you got there to see. Or maybe you're, one of those people that wants to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, or whatever mountain it is you want to go see, or walk back into water. Whatever your why is, you have to keep that right in front of you every day. It's not hard to get out and do the things you should do when you're, when you wake up and you have one of those rah, let's go get it done days. But all the other days, it's like, I don't really feel like this. But then if you remember, I'm doing this so that I can take my dog for a walk, or I'm taking the kids to the park, that keeps you motivated to keep moving and doing what you're supposed to do. Let's see if I've got all of that. Yeah, that's the primary things I want to talk about in motivation. Now let's talk about some of the unexpected side effects that you can get from having the carnivore diet. Um, I never ever expected when I started this to not go see my doctor every 3 months because I was so sick. I was going to the doctor every 3 months. I miss paying that copay, and I miss seeing my doctor. I miss getting jabbed with needles and told how terrible a job I'm doing at taking care of myself, and just catching up with the doctor, see how he and his family are doing. I kind of miss those things. Um, since I've been on the carnivore diet for almost a year now, I don't have to go to the doctor nearly as often, and I kind of miss out on that. Just like the next thing I'm going to talk about, I don't have to go to the pharmacy as often. And I've been going to the same pharmacy for decades. I miss the old gal that works behind the counter. She's a nice person. I love talking with her. Um, but I don't have to go fill any meds anymore. I used to take 13 drugs in the morning and 9 at night, which meant I was down at the pharmacy for some drugs every month because they can only be filled month to month, and some drugs every 3 months. And I miss all those copays as well. I'm missing out on the pharmacy. Two of the bigger side effects, though, I hate how easy grocery shopping is. I really do. It used to be I'd go to the grocery store and walk up and down every aisle looking for just the right thing, trying to decide what I was going to put together for meals, what I was going to cook for myself. Does this food go with that food? What's the correct vegetable to get with this meat? Or the boxes of stuff, like hamburger helpers and all that kind of stuff. Or helpers in general, whether it be chicken helper, basically what kind of meat do I need to go with this box of crap that I'm buying? And I miss all those endless trips up and down every aisle in the grocery store. I was just thinking about it. I went over to the grocery store the other day. I went in, walked straight down the aisle that led back to the meat department. I know because I'm doing Lion Diet again this month, where it's just beef, salt, and water, plus a little coffee. I didn't even have to walk up and down the entire meat section. I know right where they keep the beef, and happily I found some ribeyes on sale, and I found leg of lamb on sale. I got enough for 5 or 6 meals and said, okay, I'm done for the week. Off we go. Went up, checked it out, and was right back in my truck heading home. I don't think I spent a full 20 minutes, including travel time over to the grocery store and back. So I really miss those hour to hour and a half long trips to the grocery store. But the biggest side effect that I've run into that's really hitting me in the wallet, I need all new clothes. I've been slowly buying some here and there, but even this shirt I have on today is extremely loose. I have some smaller t-shirts, but I certainly don't have enough smaller t-shirts to wear every day. So I do still need to spend an awful lot of money on clothes. And losing 145 pounds in 11 and a half months can really, really impact your clothing budget. So you may want to think twice about starting the carnivore diet. But anyway, that's what I have for you today, folks. I certainly hope you enjoyed this little video. Of course, all the side effects were tongue-in-cheek if you didn't catch that. If you're still around, go ahead and say hi, Bob, down in the comments. Don't forget to get out there, be 1% better today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I will see you tomorrow.